with Ed again after a epic cup tie this afternoon. Ed, what are your thoughts on that game?
Yeah, I think that's probably what you'd describe as a proper cup tie, that one. They're always difficult, obviously being the bigger side coming into the tie. It's a game, it's a game which posed some unusual problems for us. We're not used to being a side who are, by a considerable margin, the bigger team going into the game. So we had to deal with that pressure and the expectancy that comes with that, which obviously brings its own dynamic to our performance. They were proper up for it. Speaking to their coaches beforehand, they fancied themselves to win. Like, they tried to match us up formation-wise. They went 4-3-3, and were really aggressive. Played on the front foot and played without fear, which was really cool to see. Their game plan very direct, relying on set pieces, but it's clearly effective for them. Their striker, number 15, a real handful, and she made it difficult for us to deal with today. We always had to be aware of potential turnovers. Defenders didn't have any moments in the game where they could just switch off. They had to constantly be prepped for it, and that was good. And then obviously you get verbals developed during the game and all sorts. So it felt like a proper cup tie today, and that was great. Performance-wise, first half, patience was good. A lot of ball possession, a lot of territory. But without the final decisive bit of quality, potentially trying to force it in the wrong areas or losing patience at the wrong times. Second half, much better. Tried to play in the right areas, utilised our pivot players a lot better. Created some much better moments, and I think a prime example of that comes from the third goal. But again, having to be constantly aware of the threat that they posed from set pieces and on the counter attack. Generally dealt well with them for the most part. Defended the box really, really well. Protected Rosie in goal superbly, and rode our luck a little bit at times as well. But that comes with the territory in a cup competition.
It does indeed. We've talked, haven't we, about moments in games and things and fine margins that have gone against us. So we know we're not going to apologise for get a bit of good fortune as the ball comes back off the post with a penalty at a key time. But what must please you is after that we dealt with things pretty well, didn't we, with the onslaught that came, and a lovely third goal, wasn't it? Great work from Megan and Nat being Johnny on the spot to tuck it home. A really good goal to win the game.
Yeah, for sure. I think there are a few things about that are really, really good. Like the third goal, like you said, has come moments after they've missed the penalty. We've basically gone straight up the other end and scored, which was great. Nat, like you said, getting the goal between the posts. We've spoken a lot about her trying to improve her output by positioning herself in those areas and being there for those tap-ins. It's great for her to get a goal. She's gone a while without one. Again, highlighting that because it's a great contribution to the game from the bench. She's a regular starter, didn't start today, but has shown good character and a great attitude to come on and still influence it and wrap it up for us. The thing that was most pleasing was that, like I said, with certain moments that could have gone against us, with the penalty, some potential decisions that were questioned at the time. Those are the types of games that last year we 100% would have lost. But this year we've at least got a bit of resilience to be able to roll up our sleeves and a bit of grit to be able to carry on, which is great, and to grind out a result against a lower league side, which is superb. Keeps us in the FA Cup, and the FA Cup's always something different. The FA Cup allows you to dream, doesn't it? It feels different to a league game. There's obviously much more jeopardy because it's one go and you're out if you get it wrong. And for teams like ourselves, like winning today puts a nice bit of money in the bank, and it keeps the dream alive. Like we're all ambitious, we all want to play at the highest level and coach at the highest level, myself included. I quite fancy Matt Beard or Emma Hayes' job at some point, and we're 3 games away from playing against them now. So, we'll go again. We'll watch the draw eagerly and get ready again for the next round on the 12th.
We will indeed. We've got the draw on Monday, and we look forward to another cup tie next weekend. Have a good weekend. Cheers.